All right, I'm getting caught up here. You'll see. And that ball is fouled off. Strike one. It is super bright here. And stolen base at third base. Got runner at third with one out. I'm not sure of the count. It's at least 2 strikes, I think. Swung on. That's fouled off. That pitch is low and in the dirt, so there's at least one ball and 1 strike. The umpire hid the count behind the catcher, so I couldn't see it. It's a pitch from Anthony, and that is sent out into center field. Cameron Downs going to play it off a 1 hop. So there is a run in and a runner on first with 1 out for the Cayuga Bombers. They lead by a score of 1-0 here in the top of the first inning. Pitch misses, ball 1. And this is Pakovich up to bat. Pakovich swings on that one, pops this up. Cameron Dan-Dalin going back at the fence and makes the catch. And there are 2 away here in the first inning. I don't know if I caught him on there or not. I can see him in the shadow making that catch, just barely. Runners going. It's a chopper foul, strike 1. And Catalano will return to first base. So this is Lanning with 1 strike. Fouls out 1 off, strike 2. Runners going. Lucas's throw to second is not in time. Oh, it was strike 3. Doesn't matter. So Lanning strikes out for the third and final out of the inning. But the Cayuga Bombers do pick up a run, and after a half an inning, they lead by a score of 1-0. right, warm-ups are done. Stepping up to the plate is Dan-Dalin to lead things off for the Fulton Fury. First pitch to Cameron is fouled off, strike one. That pitch is a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. Whoops, you want this one. 1 ball and 1 strike on Cameron. Swung on, and Cameron sends this down the left field line. That's going to be trouble all the way down into the corner. Cameron's going to round first. Here's the relay to second, not in time. Safe at second base, Dan-Dalin. There's that replay. Here's Cameron coming in. There's the relay throw, and Cameron's safe at second. So now with the runner on second, here's Caleb Roberts to the plate. First pitch to Caleb, call, strike one. Cameron caught halfway through. They throw it behind him. Cameron takes third base. It's a stolen base for Dan-Dalin. Here's the 1-0 to Caleb. Swung on, chopper, third base line, and that is foul. Strike two on Caleb. Here's the 0-2. Lunges at it. That one gets popped up. So no balls and 2 strikes on Caleb. Caleb getting set in the box. So pitch. Ball, strike 3. Caleb thought it was going to hit him, but it did not. Instead, strike 3 is the call, and there is 1 out with a runner on third in the form of Dan-Dalin. That brings up Brett DeGrenier up to bat. First pitch to Brett, fouls that one off, strike 1. The pitch called, strike 2, no balls and 2 strikes on Brett. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 outs and a runner on third. Here's Cash Stuber. First pitch to Cash. No, outside. Ball 1. 1-0 in there for a strike, 1-1. Can just see Cameron over there on third base taking his lead. That pitch misses, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1 to Stuber. Pops this one up. Could be trouble. It might be playable. And that's going to go. Oh, not able to get it. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Stuber, staying alive because of that ball that went straight up. So difficult for a catcher to make that play. Right, the ball's never coming towards him. Very hard for a catcher to catch a pop fly. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner on third for Cash Stuber. That one misses, 3-2. Stuber's worked himself to a full count. 3-2, ground ball, third base. Fielded by the third baseman. Throw over to first. Is not in time. It's an RBI single for Cash Stuber. And that's why you hustle out of the box. First pitch popped up. Pitcher calls for it. Ooh, a little bit of trouble, but makes the catch. So after one inning of play, we are tied at 1 run apiece. Yeah, so it's 1-1. Coming up, Cayuga. I'll finish out their lineups and we'll figure out what's going on here in the real world. And that first pitch to Parkman is a strike. And that's a swinging strike number 2. It's an 0-2 to Parkman to lead off the second. This one is popped up. Lucas underneath it and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. See, did I catch that replay? I did. You can see Lucas gets out there real quick to get underneath it and make that catch. That brings up Doman. First pitch misses, ball 1. And that one saying he commits. 1 ball and 1 strike. That's a she? Sarah Doman. Okay. Sarah swings and misses at that one, and that is 2 strikes and 2 balls. Here's the 2-2 from Anthony. Swung on, chopper back to Farrell. Farrell picks that ball up, and he's going to throw that in to first base for out number 2. That'll bring up Pede, the first baseman. Hey, it is way hotter right here than I thought it was going to be. That's in there. Call strike 1. This is Pede up to bat. 0-1. That's in there. Call strike 2. 0-2 on Pede. Hello, Uncle Dave Zielinski. Not my uncle, Cameron's uncle. There's the pitch. Just misses 1 ball and 2 strikes. And a little difficult for me to get the camera out in center field. It's actually in right field. There's a chopper. Fielded at third. Throw over to first. In time for out number 3. So the Bombers go down 1-2-3 in the top of the second inning. Coming up in the bottom of the second for the Fury, it's somebody. Where's my roster? There we go. Dan-Dalin, and Anthony coming up. All right, and here we are stepping in Daniel Douglas to get things started for the Fury. First pitch misses, ball 1. Bailey Dallin over there making up new nicknames for people. Swung on and fouled off, strike 1. There's the 1-0, and that misses 2-1. Sorry. 2-1 pitch swung on, grounded, foul. Goes right through the legs of Coach King. Rare miss for Larry over there on third base. He's a hockey player anyway. He doesn't need a glove. He's got hands of steel. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on Daniel Douglas. That one's high, 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch to Daniel. And swung on, lifted out into left field. Nobody's going to get to that one. It's a leadoff single for Daniel Douglas. Hopefully Daniel remembers he's not your typical base stealer. Let's be conservative on the base paths. That brings up Dylan Vecchio to the plate. First pitch to Dylan. Swung on, ground ball back to the pitcher. He's going to throw it to second for 1. Sarah relays over to first, not in time. Safe at first base. So it's a fielder's choice that allows Dylan to reach. So with 1 out and a runner on first, here's Anthony Farrell. First pitch misses, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 to Farrell. Swing and a miss, strike 1. On the mound for Cayuga is number 23, Lanning. Or maybe it's Lanning. Throw back behind Anthony at first, nothing doing. What'd I say? Oh, sorry. Thank you. And that pitch was a ball, right? And that pitch is a ball. 3-1. Here's the 3-1 to Anthony. Throw back behind for Vecchio. He dives back. Thank goodness for the oven mitt, that extra millimeter coming in handy. Because the bases have not been enlarged in youth baseball. And that one bounces, ball 4. Runners at first and second now for Lucas Resigno. Lucas has a couple. How you doing, bud? Lucas has a couple of home runs on the year. He'd love to send one over the fence right now. They are using wooden bats, though, because the fences are only .275. There's the pitch, and that one misses, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. No one misses. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes on Lucas Resigno. And there's a ball on the field. That's coming over from field 5. This happens a lot at these fields. Beautiful baseball fields. They are stacked on top of each other, though. So 2 balls and no strikes on Lucas. That one misses. 3-0. Lucas is a smart hitter. He's just going to pick a spot. That wasn't it, so he'll gladly let that strike go by. 3-1 on Lucas. It's a hitter's count. He's still got 1 to give away. Here's the 3-1 from Lanning. And Lucas pops this one up. Infield fly. Batter's out. Eric Doman hauls that in. 2 outs. So that brings up Gavin Gwynn. First pitch misses, ball 1 on Gavin. 2 outs now. Runners at first and second. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two calls, strike 3, and Gwynn goes down looking. So the Fury strand 2, and after 2 innings, we are still tied at 1 run apiece. Coming up in the top of the 3rd inning for the Bombers, the Cayuga Bombers, it's their 9, 10, and then 1 hitters, and we'll be back. All right, that first pitch to Moniz was a ball, 1-0. Farrell deals. That one misses, 2-0. Two-0 pitch, high, 3-0. Here's the 3-0 pitch to Moniz. Shows bunt, pulls back, ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk to start the top of the third inning. So that'll bring up McKean, the left fielder. First pitch swung on, popped up. Resigno not able to get it. Strike one, goes off the end of his glove. That ball is up there. It twists high up in the air. Subscribe, man. And 1 on McKean. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2, 0-2 on the. There's the 0-2, swung on, foul back. We'll redo that pitch again. No balls and 2 strikes. Runner's going. Strike 3 is thrown. Throw down to second. Not caught. Stolen base. Out 1. That brings us to the top of the order. And Barada started the game off with a single and scored the first run of the game. Fouls this one off. It's going to go out of play. Here's the 0-1 for Barada. Moniz at second. Throwback behind him. Tag applied by Divek. We'll turn our attention back to Barada. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Anthony. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Random ball rolling onto our field. Pitch from Anthony, high, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So down goes Barada for out number 2. That'll bring up Hodson to the plate. Hodson flew out to center. Oh, and that was a throwback to second. Sorry, I was writing down my notes for the inning. I need to pay somebody to be a cameraman. With what? There's a ground ball. Divek dives, makes the catch. The first in time. Nice stretch made at first base by Brett DeGrenier. Great play by Divek. I don't think I hit that replay button in time. I'm going to have to extend that. Oh, just missed his dive, but great throw and stretch there. And that'll do it for the Cayuga Bombers in the top of the third. Coming up in the bottom of the third for the Fury, it's the top of the lineup. Cameron Dan-Dalin, Caleb, and Brett coming up. Right here. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Colton. Colton's leading off. Whoops. I missed him on the lineup. My bad. And Colton strikes out. Oops, sorry. You weren't even watching that. Holy cow. I'm sorry, Colton. So that'll bring up Cameron Dan-Dalin. First pitch to Cameron. Inside, ball one. Here's the 1-0 for Cameron. Swung on. A little short fly ball. Center fielder coming in, calling for it, and making the catch for out number 2. So with 2 outs, that brings up Caleb Roberts. First pitch to Caleb. Swung on. Foul ball. Here's the 0-1 to Robert. Inside, ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike on Caleb Roberts. One one. Misses, ball 2. 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike on Caleb Robert. Lanning deals. Inside, 3-1. The proverbial hitter's count for Caleb. High, ball 4. Caleb works a walk. So with 2 outs and runner on first, here's Brett DeGrenier. First pitch to Brett. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Off goes Caleb, and he is in there, safe at second base with a stolen base. What was the pitch? Did you see? Ball. 1 ball and 1 strike on Brett, with Caleb in scoring position now, and 2 outs. Brett lets that one go by. Ball 2. 2-1 now. Here's the 2-1 to Brett. High, ball 3. Here's the 3-1 from Lanning. And that misses, ball 4. Runners at first and second now, with 2 outs for Cash Stuber, the cleanup hitter. So Cash has been known to hit a home run or 2. That pitch is up and in, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 to Cash. That one misses, 2-0. Two balls and no strike. 2 outs. Runners at first and second for Stuber. Lanning gets his pitch. Checks the runner. Now he comes home. Oh. Time's called, or was that a balk? All right, so here's the 2-0 pitch. That's in there. Call, strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2 on, 2 outs, 2 balls, 1 strike. Lanning sets from the stretch. Inside, 3-1 on Stuber. Here's the 3-1 pitch from Lanning. Runner goes. Safe at third. Doesn't matter. It was ball 4. So the bases are loaded for Carson Race after 3 walks in a row with 2 outs. They're going on anything because it's 2 outs. That first pitch is in there. Call strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Low and outside, ball 1. Race holding up the stop signs for Robert at third. Here's the 1-1 from Lanning. Swung on, and Race pops that one up. Doman over and makes the grab for out number 3. So the Fury threatened with 3 walks with 2 outs, unable to convert. And after 3 innings of play, we are tied at 1 run apiece. Coming up in the 4th inning for the Cayuga Bombers, it's Catalano, Pakovich, and the pitcher, Lanning. Coming up. Okay, warm-ups are done in that Catalano. First pitch swung on. Ground ball to Stuber at short. Throw over to first. In time, out number 1. See that nice clean scoop by Cash. Right there. Picks it up. A little tap. Throw over to first. A little high. Nice stretch, though, by DeGrenier. Pull that ball in. So with 1 out, that brings up Pakovich, the catcher. First pitch, up and in, ball 1. Here's the and that counts as a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Farrell. That's in there. Call strike 3. That pitch is fouled off. Strike 1. That one misses. Ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. You can leave it out. Here's the 1-1 from Farrell. That's not in there. That's a ball. 2-1. Yep, can't call the pitches before the umpire. I'm never right. Or maybe the umpire's never right. Here's the 2-1. Low and inside. 3-1. Here's the 3-1 pitch with 2 outs from Farrell. And that's fouled off. Strike 2. Top of the 4th inning, tied at 1. Nobody on, 2 outs. Here's the payoff pitch from Farrell. And it misses. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk for the Bombers. So we're going to get a runner in for Lanning. It should be Pakovich coming in to run because he made the last out. But instead of Pakovich, well, Pakovich the catcher, so that doesn't make sense. So he's going to have to go before that and go to Catalano. So stepping in to bat is the extra hitter, Parkman. Parkman popped out to Lucas. Here's a ground ball to third. Fielded at third. Decide to go to first for the easy out. And that'll do it for the Bombers here in the top of the 4th. They're unable to get anyone past first base after 3.5 innings. It is a 1-1 ball game coming up in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Fury. It's Daniel Douglas, Dylan Vecchio, and Anthony Farrell coming up. All right, stepping in for the bottom of the 4th inning, Daniel Douglas. First pitch from Lanning is a ball. 1-0 on Daniel. The 1-0, low and in the dirt, 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Lanning. That's in there. Call strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike on Daniel Douglas. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Misses. Ball 3. 3-1 on Douglas. Here's the pitch to Daniel. And Daniel launches this one out in the left field. It is high. It is far. It's off the top of the fence. Comes down. That's going to get thrown in, and it's thrown offline. Misses the cutoff. That enables Daniel to get into second with a stand-up double to lead off the bottom of the fourth inning. Oh, Daniel missed that one by about 3 or 4 feet, and that is a wooden bat. That'll bring up Dylan Vecchio. First pitch to D-Vec is high, ball 1. That pitch misses outside, 2-0 to D-Vec. Boy, that ball that Daniel hit sailed. Coming off of wood, not the composite. It doesn't have that same exit velo. Otherwise, that ball would have gone into the trees. D-Vec faking bunt. That's funny. Pitch high, ball 3, 3-0. He was just waggling his bat out there. 3 balls and no strikes to Dylan Vecchio. Dylan hit into a fielder's choice. Leaves that bat on his shoulder, ball 4. And we got runners at first and second here to start things off in the 4th inning. That brings up Anthony Farrell, today's starting pitcher for the Fury. He walked in his first plate appearance. He'd love to drive in a run or two here. First pitch swung on, popped up. On the field, 3! Three balls and 1 strike. Swung on. Ground ball to shortstop. Throw to first. Pulls him off the back. And the bases are loaded. They had a play at any base. They're going to see if that was tagged. Let's take a look at that replay. There's a play by the shortstop. Throw over to first. And from this angle, it's hard to tell because Anthony was already past him. And the home plate umpire, from his vantage point, says Anthony was safe. So it's an infield single. No, actually, I'm sorry. It's an E6. Bases are loaded, and here's Lucas Resigno, another one of the Fury's home run hitters. Fouls that one off. Strike 1. Lucas apparently doesn't like the chitter-chatter he was hearing from the walkway while he was behind the plate catching. He's trying to hit some parents. Nah, he wouldn't do that, would he? Here's the 0-1 from Lanning. Lucas chops this one, goes to second, short way to short for 1, on to first. Oh, got him, they said. Double play. So a run scores, though. Lucas picks up an RBI. And with 2 outs and a runner at third, here's Gavin Gwynn. Gwynn struck out looking. Gavin swings at that first one. I am having power issues here. That's why I keep dropping out. But after 4 innings of play, the Fury squeak one out in the 4th inning, courtesy of Lucas Resigno's RBI. And after 4, the Fury lead by a score of 2-1. Coming up in the top of the 5th inning, it is Sarah Doman, then Pede and Moniz coming to bat. right, warm-ups are done. Anthony's first pitch to Doman, ground ball to Stuber. Stuber scoops this ball up, throws a first in plenty of time for out one. One pitch and one out. That is a pitcher and coach's dream. That'll bring up Peed. Peed grounded out to third in his first plate appearance. Anthony deals. That pitch is low, ball one. That pitch is high, ball two. Anthony pitches the three. Here's the 3-0 from Anthony. In there, call strike one. Pede never considered swinging that bat, nor should he. That's a little blooper to second, and Vecchio makes the catch for out number two. So 2 up, 2 down. That brings up Moniz. Moniz walked in his first plate appearance. Made it as far as second base. That first pitch misses, ball one. 1 ball and no strikes on Moniz. That pitch misses outside, ball two, 2-0. Moniz swung on and fouled off 2. 2-1 misses. It is now 3-1. 3-1 misses, and that's a walk. It's a 2-out walk for Moniz. Moniz still doesn't have an official plate appearance, or official at-bat, I should say. That brings up McKean. McKean struck out swinging his first plate appearance. Over 2,100. Pitch to McKean, runners going, throw to second. Safe at second base. Pitch was a tad high. Bailey, do you know the count? Okay. There's the pitch, and that one's in the dirt, or in the turf, so Bailey doesn't correct me. It's at least 1 ball. Oh. All right, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Thank you to Mr. Joe Resigno. That one misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Joe says hi to mom. If you've got pests and you need them removed, call Joe. In-laws included. That pitch misses low, 3-2. So here's the payoff pitch from Farrell. Swung on, sent out into left field. Gwynn, oh, just misses. Gavin recovering, picks that off. I McKean. And now McKean is on second tie. All right, we've got time called as Coach Larry's going to come out for his first mound visit. You know what? This mound visit could be sponsored by you. How cool would it be if your business were to sponsor this mound visit? Like, let's say you were in pest control and you want to have a conversation about getting rid of pests. You would sponsor this mound visit for this consultation with your local pest control agent. Just an idea, throwing it out there. So with 2 outs, a run in, and a runner on second, we turn our attention to Barada at the plate. There's a pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. Farrell deals. That pitch is outside, ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Barada's got a single, a strikeout, and a run scored. Swings and misses at that one. That one broke underneath. Say, Anthony developing a splitter? Bottom dropped out of that one. Here's the 1 ball, 2 strike pitch from Farrell. And it's called strike 3. Down goes Barada. So Barada makes that final out. The Bombers do pick up a run, and they tie the game after 4.5 innings. It is a 2-2 game now. Coming up in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Fury, it is Colton, Cameron, and Caleb due up. All right, here is Colton. Winslow went down looking his first at bat. That pitch misses. What is that, 2-0 now? Lanning pitches, misses, 3-0. 2-1? I was guessing. 2-1, swinging, fouled off, 2-2. So here's the 2-2 pitch to Colton Winslow. And Colton sends this one for a ride. And that gets over the left fielder. Plays it off the bottom of the fence. He's going to throw that in. The three-lay to second. And he is out at second. Oh, no. Goes all the way to the fence. He thought he should have a double, and he probably should have. You just got to run faster. So that is 7-6-4 for that putout. Out number 1. That'll bring up Cameron Dan-Dalin to the plate. First pitch to Cameron. Misses high, ball 1. Cameron hit a double, stole third, scored a run, the first run for the Fury, and he also popped out to center field. 1-0, little chopper to third, fielded by third, throw over to first, bounces, gets away, not far enough for Cameron to turn, and Cameron reaches on an E5. Tough to tell, he may have beat that one out, but the ball was thrown down into the ground, so you got to give the error. So now with 1 out and a runner momentarily on first, here's Caleb Robert. First pitch, Cameron goes to second. Ball is grounded to shortstop. Throw over to first. Nice stretch at first base by Pede. So Roberts moves the runner over. 6-3 goes that putout as Cameron goes to second. And that brings up Brett DeGrenier to the plate. First pitch to Brett, call, strike 1. Cameron Dan-Dalin with a small lead off of second. Here's the 0-1 to Brett. Brett swings, ground ball to short, fielded by the shortstop, throw to first, gets away, DeGrenier safe, Dan-Dalin's going to come home to score. So that's an RBI for Brett, maybe. E6 as he reaches, and Cameron comes in to score. And the Fury take a 3-2 lead. Whoops. Oh, I forgot to save that replay. Here's the pitch from Lanning to Stuber. That goes down into the turf, ball 1. So the Bombers are being plagued by bad throws to first. Here's the 0-1. That's in there for a strike. 1-1 on Cash Stuber, the cleanup hitter and shortstop for the Fulton Fury. 1-1 pitch is driven out to center field, and the center fielder hauls out one in for out number 3. But the Fury squeak another one in, and after 5 innings of play, they have a 3-2 lead. Coming up in the top of the 6th inning for the Cayuga Bombers, it's their 2-3-4 batters, Hodson, Catalano, and Pokovich. All right, Anthony is ready. Here is Hodson. First pitch to Hodson, low and inside, ball one. Here's the 1-0. Low and outside, 2-0. Well, Anthony has found both outside corners. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike on Hodson. Swung on, fouled off, strike 2. So Farrell has fought back to a 2-2 count. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Anthony. Oh, that gets away from Lucas, 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch from Anthony Farrell to Hodson. Hodson fouls that off. We'll do the payoff pitch again. Here's the 3-2 one more time. That bounces across the plate. That counts as ball 4. And it's a leadoff walk for Hodson. He earned that one. He battled pretty good. That brings up Catalano. Catalano's got a single and a ground out. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up, and that's going to be out of play. Strike 1. I had a gig yesterday, man. Hudson Valley team. Wishing I was here to do their game yesterday. Here's 0-1 pitch to Hodson. Runner goes. Lucas, throw. In time. Oh, no! Says he slid underneath the tag. I don't think I zoomed in far enough to see. That was close. And I'll let the official give that call. He was right there. That pitch is fouled off. What is it? Anybody know the count? Farrell checks the runner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Farrell comes home. Low and outside. Nice stop by Lucas. Saving from the base runner advancing. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Anthony turns just to make Hodson go back to second. Anthony deals home. Does he check? He does not. Strike 3. So with 1 out, that brings up Pakovich. First pitch, low, ball 1. That one swung on, chopper to third, foul, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Pakovich. There's the pitch, swung on, fouled off, heads up, left fielder. That's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 to Pakovich. Swung on, sent out left field. And a nice running catch out there in left field by Carson Race for out number 2. So with 2 outs and a runner on second, that brings up the pitcher, Lanning. Swing at the first pitch, grounds it right to Anthony. Anthony's going to run over, a little soft toss to Brett for out number 3. So Cayuga strands a runner at second. And after 5.5, the Fury lead by a score of 3-2. All right, Lanning back out on the mound, stepping up to the plate. Carson Race. First pitch to Carson. Misses, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Swung on. Race gets this over the third baseman's head. Out, picked up by the left fielder. He's going to throw that in, and Carson's got himself a leadoff single. Watch this nice, easy. Oh, nope. I thought I was going to get it from the hit. It's not. I'm going to have to increase the length of time, and my replays back. That brings up Daniel Douglas. And Carson Race steals second. That first pitch to Daniel, I do believe, was a ball. Douglas, little chopper to third, fielded by the third baseman. He checks the runner back to second, throw over to first in time, throw back to third, not in time. So Douglas moves the runner over. He does his job. That brings up Dylan Vecchio with 1 out and a runner at third. Divek reached on a fielder's choice and walked in both of his plate appearances. First pitch, a slow bender, misses, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on Divek. Race leading off third. Now he's going back to third for no reason whatsoever. Now he's taking his lead again. Lanning gets set and deals to Divek. Shows bunt, lays it down, and it goes foul. Oh, only that it stayed. Going down the third base line. That's a suicide squeeze. Tough to do on turf because that ball just goes. 1 ball, 1 strike. I didn't know Dylan was from Utica. There's the pitch. That one's high, 2-1. Sorry, that's an inside joke to 3 people, and they're here. Now that it's over. Oh, excuse me. So Carson scores. And hits this ground ball to short. Fielded by the shortstop. Throw over to first in time for out number 3. But the Fury pick up another run. And after 6 innings of play, they lead 4-2. Coming up in the top of the 7th inning, it is Parkman, Doman, and Peed for the Cayuga Bombers. And it's their last opportunity to tie things up or potentially take the lead. Fury 3 outs away from a victory on day number 2. All right, warm-ups are done. In steps Parkman. Anthony looking for a complete game. First pitch fouled back, strike 1. This is 7th. We are 3 outs away from a Fury victory. Oh, 1 is low, 1-1 for Parkman. I love that shirt. It's awesome. It is. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Is that a ball or a strike? Who knows? Here's the pitch. That's low. That's a ball. See if the umpire's going to tell us. 3 balls and 1 strike on Parkman. Anthony gets set and deals. Swing and a miss. 3-2 now. Here's the payoff pitch from Anthony to Parkman. Swing and a miss. Oh, no, fouled off. Lucas not able to hold on to that ball. We'll do the 3-2 pitch again. I didn't think he touched it either, but he must have heard something. Here's the payoff pitch again. High, ball 4, and Parkman works a leadoff walk. So the tying run comes to the plate in the form of Sarah Doman. Her name's the only one I've been able to tell when they yell it out. Here's the pitch to Sarah. Ground ball to second. Defect grabs it, throw to first, in time, double play. Oh, how a pitcher loves a double play. The 4-6-3 double play. That'll bring up Pede for the final out. Let's see, did I catch that whole double play? I did not. Pede pops that one up, and it goes over on field 3 in fair territory. Now it goes foul. Strike 1. That pitch misses low and outside. Ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Pede. 1-1 swung on and fouled off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the Bombers are down to their final strike. Fury 1 pitch away from victory this Saturday morning. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, inning over, ball game over, and it's a Fury win. Let's go, Fulton Fury. They come away winning this one by a score of 4-2 here at Legends Field, historic Legends Field in Oswego, New York, home of this weekend's Empire Classic, I believe this one is called. And there they are, shaking hands. Sportsmanship is alive and well in youth sports. From field number 6 at Legends Field, this one is a 4-2 victory. We'll be back at noon for the final game of the day for the Fury. I forget who they play, but I'll set it up and we'll figure it out. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence, reminding you, don't wait for it to be a good day. Make it a great day, everyone.